Starting a business from scratch takes dedication. Whether you're launching a store or building a brand, it takes a lot of time and effort. While customers see the final product, you're the one dealing with all the paperwork. And one of the trickiest parts, registering your business, especially with all of the different rules and regulations in each state. Today, I'll walk you through a step-by-step guide on setting up an LLC in Texas. There are two ways to go about it. First, we'll go over how to handle the entire process yourself. Then we'll look at using a professional service like Tailor Brands, which offers business owners an easier way to start a business in a fraction of the time. They're experts, handle the hard work, making the process much faster and simpler. Let's explore these options and see what works best for you.
Quick heads up, I've put affiliate links in the description for everything we're covering. If you do use them, I earn a commission at no extra cost to you, which does help support the channel.
With all that being said, what exactly is an LLC? A limited liability company, or LLC. It's a type of business structure that is flexible but also gives you liability protection. By forming an LLC, you form a separate legal entity for your business, meaning your personal assets are separate from your company's liabilities. So if your LLC runs into any legal problems or even debt, your personal assets should be out of the picture. LLCs also give their owners flexibility in management, taxation options, and the chance to bring in multiple owners, known as members, who can share in the company's profits and losses. All of these benefits have made the LLC a popular choice for many new and existing entrepreneurs. Now, like I mentioned before, you can set up an LLC two different ways. And to start off, let's look at what it would be like to manage the process on your own. So first things first, you need to choose a name for your LLC. Make sure the name you pick is unique and hasn't either been taken or sounds too similar to another business. If you want to know whether the name you want is available, you can request a preliminary check from the Texas Secretary of State's office by reaching out to them directly or by using their new site, SOS Direct. Now, a Google search could work too. When it comes to naming your LLC, Texas has very few requirements. Of course, the name should be unique and it can't have the words government, bank, or veteran without permission to do so. Plus, the name must have limited liability company, either spelled out or abbreviated in the business name. Next step is you need a registered agent. A registered agent's job is to be the middleman for important legal documents for the business from the state. If you're a legal adult and a Texas resident, you can be your own LLC's registered agent, but here's the thing, you have to have or be available during state business hours. If that doesn't work for you, there are services that can handle it instead, so it might be worth looking into. Now, let's move on to actually creating your LLC. In Texas, this means filing a certificate of formation with the state. You'll need to provide details like your LLC's name, your address, the purpose, registered business agents, and the name of the person organizing it. State fees will be due with the application. The fee is $300. You can file online by mail, fax, or in person, while processing takes about 5 to 7 business days. If you do file online, you can get next day processing for an extra $25. Next, you want to consider creating an operating agreement. Texas doesn't require one, but it's a smart move to keep everything clear, whether you have multiple members or just yourself. Think of it as your business blueprint. This agreement should cover ownership breakdown, member roles, profit and loss distribution, how to handle disputes, and what happens if someone leaves the LLC or it closes. It's a living document, meaning you can update it anytime as your business grows and changes. Next, you'll need an employer identification number, or EIN, for your business. Think of it like your business's social security number. You'll need it to open a business bank account, apply for a business loan, hire employees, or pay business taxes. The good news is getting an EIN is free, and you can apply online or by mail directly through the IRS. Finally, you'll need to get your business ready to pay all of the necessary taxes. And while there isn't a fee for maintaining an LLC in Texas, LLC owners are responsible for federal taxes. Now, because LLCs are considered pass-through entities, the business itself isn't responsible for reporting and paying taxes. That responsibility is passed on to the owner or owners unless you choose to be taxed as a corporation. So all income from the business will be reported and paid through the owner's federal tax return. And Texas is one of the few states that doesn't have individual or corporate income tax. But while you may not have state tax, be prepared to pay for the payroll taxes that come along with self-employment if you plan to have employees, along with sales tax. Sales taxes are applied to the sale of physical goods and services. Getting your sales permit is free, and you can apply for it right online through Texas's Comptroller Office. Here, the sales tax rate is 6.25%, but it can be as high as 8.25% if your local jurisdiction collects sales tax as well. Now, how often you'll need to submit taxes to the state depends on your estimated sales. It ranges from monthly to annually, and the comptroller's office uses your estimated sales to calculate your filing frequency. Along with sales taxes, LLCs in Texas also have to file their annual franchise tax. The forms are due by May 15th each year. If that date happens on a weekend or federal holiday, then the due date will be the next business day. Now, if your business makes below a little under $2.5 million, yes, million, your business won't owe any taxes. On the other hand, if you have a super awesome year and your business makes more than that amount, then there's a tax table on the state comptroller website that can help you figure out how much you'll owe. And just a heads up, if your business doesn't hit the nearly 2.5 million mark, you won't need to file franchise tax. And in its place, there's the public information report and the ownership information report. And for that May 15th deadline, you'll need to submit one of those forms to the state. You can either mail it in or file it online. Now, if all these steps sound like a headache, there's an easier way to get it done. Personally, I know I just don't have enough hours in a day, and even if I did, I'd probably forget something anyway. That's why I chose Tailor Brands to set up my business. If you're short on time, if you don't feel confident handling all the paperwork, or just don't want to deal with it, a business formation service like Tailor Brands could be the perfect solution.
If you want to check out what we're covering today, we have affiliate links in the description. Using these earns us a commission at no extra cost to you, which really helps support the channel.
So for first-time business owners, I would say Tailor Brands is one of the best business formation services out there because they take care of everything for you. Don't get me wrong, there are other great options too, like Zen Business, LegalZoom, and Swift Filings. If you're curious about my experiences with those, I'll leave some review videos in the description below for you to go check out. Now, Tailor Brands, they launched in 2014 with the goal of making it easier for new businesses to get started. They created an AI-powered platform that helps businesses launch more efficiently than the traditional process. It's a one-stop shop for startups, providing everything you need to get off the ground all in one place. On top of business registration and management, Tailor Brands also offers support for websites, digital business cards, and merchandise. You can choose a yearly subscription for all their services or use them individually as needed. Now, I'm going to walk you through what it's like to apply for an LLC with Tailor Brands. The first step would be to specify your state. On the Tailor Brands official website, you will find a Choose Your State field. Simply click on the drop-down menu and select Texas. After that, click on Get Started. Then you'll type in the name you've picked for your LLC. Next, you'll answer a few simple questions to help the platform understand your business and what it needs. These questions will cover things like where you'll be running the business, what products or services you'll offer, how you plan to offer them, if you plan to have employees, and what stage your business is in. You'll also have the chance to mention any areas you'll need help with, like business licenses, websites, or logos. And don't worry, you're not committing to anything by selecting these options. This is just to give Tailor Brands a better idea of how they can support your brand. They'll also provide a checklist of tasks you've already completed for your business. Of course, you'll need to provide some personal information like your name, email, and the zip code where your business will be operating. And just to clarify, this info is only used for forming your LLC. Next, you'll be offered a few services to make running your business easier. They can help you get your EIN, set up an operating agreement, and act as your LLC's registered agent. You'll also get compliance reminders, a branding toolkit, and if you're in a hurry, you can upgrade for expedited processing. In terms of plans, there's 3 they offer, ranging from semi-do-it-yourself to Tailor Brands doing it all along with getting your EIN and operating agreement. Once your application is processed, the application will be submitted to the state for you. So at the end of the day, the process doesn't have to be overwhelming. By letting Tailor Brands handle all the hard work for you, you can have peace of mind that everything is being done correctly and you have more time to focus on growing your business.
Now, once the paperwork is filed and you officially have your LLC, there's one hurdle every new owner hits almost immediately: the banking trap. See, an LLC service gets your business legal, but you still need a way to actually operate. And if you're like me, running an agency, working with a remote team, or paying for software in different currencies, traditional banks can feel like a ball and chain. You get hit with high FX fees, forced conversions, and a mountain of manual reconciliation every month. And that's exactly why I use Airwallex, who is actually the sponsor of today's video. Airwallex is the global payments and financial platform that makes a business truly functional in a digital-first and borderless world. Instead of waiting weeks to visit a physical bank branch, you can open a multi-currency business account in minutes. You get local bank details in over 20 countries, covering the US, UK, Europe, and more. And this is huge because it allows your overseas clients to pay you in their own currency while you receive it like a local business. Essentially, you can collect, hold, convert, and spend money only when you need to at interbank rates. Without those massive border taxes, traditional banks hide in their exchange rates and transaction fees. And from there, managing your LLC's finances is just as seamless. You can use Airwallex to accept payments, make international transfers, manage company spend, bill customers, and more, all in one unified platform. You can even instantly issue a specific virtual corporate card for ads, another for travel, and a separate one for software like Slack or Canva. And these cards, they let you pay global expenses directly from your Airwallex multi-currency balances, which means the real advantage here is that you're skipping the 3% hidden tax on international fees or transaction fees. You also get total control with custom limits per card, and you can freeze or cancel them in one click. Every transaction then auto flows into their built-in expense management, matching receipts and approvals so your books stay clean without the manual legwork. Now, what really helps is that it integrates directly with accounting tools like Xero, NetSuite, and QuickBooks. Just like using a professional service keeps the legal side organized, a smart digital banking solution like Airwallex handles the financial heavy lifting, so you're not wrestling with spreadsheets in the middle of the night. It is a massive help for staying tax compliant from day one, which is usually the biggest headache when you are just starting out. And if you want a simpler all-in-one platform to handle your LLC's finances, rather than juggling multiple tools for business accounts, payments, spend, and billing, I've included a link below with Airwallex's best current offer. And by the way, they don't charge a monthly fee to get started. Now, let's dive back in where we left off.
So this about sums up the two ways you can set up an LLC in Texas. You can opt to manage everything yourself or have a business formation service take on the task for you. And at the end of the day, I think Tailor Brands is a great option for setting up an LLC for your business. The process is quick and easy to follow, plus the extra resources they offer, logo design, website building, domain registration, and business cards. Just make it a great choice if you need more than just basic registration services. Most business formation sites stop at registration, but Tailor Brands goes beyond that. It's a solid investment for a reasonable price, especially when you factor in the time and hassle they save you. I would definitely recommend Tailor Brands to anyone starting a new business who, like me, wants help with everything from incorporation to brand identity for a fast, convenient, and seamless startup process where all you need is your business name. Tailor Brands has got you covered. And that's it for today. I hope this guide was helpful. If it was, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe for more videos just like this.
And don't forget, you can find the affiliate links for what we covered right below this video. And if you do use them, we earn a commission at no extra cost to you, which helps support the channel.
I always love hearing from you, so drop any questions or comments down below, and I'll get back to you as quickly as I can. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.